Hello and welcome to another video. Now today we are going to be looking at Sven Botman. It seems that the deal is nearly done. Newcastle United have agreed a deal worth 37 million euros plus add-ons for the signing of Lille centre-back Sven Botman. Now, the Magpies have been in hot pursuit of the left-footed Dutch centre-back since January, when head of recruitment Steve Nixon saw two bids rejected for the highly rated 22-year-old. But Newcastle have refused to lie down in a tiresome long-running saga, despite fears Botman was set to choose a move to AC Milan over a Premier League switch to Tyneside. However, it appears their perseverance and patience has now paid off, with the clubs now exchanging paperwork ahead of a potential medical next week. Now, Botman has previously indicated he would favour a move to San Siro, but after 3 weeks of little movement, Lille encouraged him to accept Newcastle United's offer. Now, in the past 2 weeks, Newcastle presented a third proposal worth upwards of £30 million, including bonuses, but still, Lille were hesitant and reluctant to accept as they continue to encourage a bidding war amongst his list of potential suitors. Now, Newcastle's new sporting director, Dan Ashworth, was recently in the stands in Wales to watch Botman feature in a 45-minute cameo for Holland under-21s while on international duty. The transfer chief has already managed to get two signings over the line in the form of Matt Targett and Nick Pope, who arrived in a $10 million deal from Burnley on Thursday. Botman joined Lille from Ajax in 2020 and helped them to the League One title a year later. He has gone on to make 79 appearances for the French side. He is a highly rated defender and is expected to become Eddie Howe's third signing of the summer, after the arrival of Matt Targett and Nick Pope. Now, United Chiefs have refused to comment on the move tonight, but significantly, they also did not deny the news from Milan this afternoon, which confirmed the Serie A champions had been told their time was up for Botman. Yet, Newcastle have never made a secret of their interest in Botman, with Amanda Staveley stating their wish to sign him back in January. Newcastle must still agree to Botman's personal terms, and in a week that has resulted in issues with Hugo Ekitike's representatives, nothing will ever be taken for granted at this stage now. Now, although Botman's agent is confident that the deal can move forward next week, and there are positive claims of the medical already being set up for the centre-back. Now, I think this is a great signing for Newcastle United. We have finally found that missing part to our defensive lineup now. Now, if you have a look at all of our defensive line now, we have Nick Pope, who can now challenge Martin Dubravka in the goalkeeping position. We have Kieran Trippier on one side, we have Matt Targett on the other, and we have either Dan Burn or Shah now to partner with Botman. Now, if you have a look at that back line now, compare it to all of the other seasons that Newcastle have had, we finally have this lineup now where you look at it and you think, that's a really strong defensive lineup. Now, you can't really, see where we're going to have some problems. If we end up having some injuries, we don't really have enough backup on the bench to kind of, push other players into different positions. So I think that's something that Eddie Howe will have to look at now. We have to try and improve our squad depth. We have to improve the bench that we have. If we really want to try and push up in the league and start, to progress with some cup competitions as well. So it's really good. It's really promising. We've started the transfer window very, very well. It looks like we're starting from the back, moving forward up. If you look at some of the transfer signings we've made so far. So maybe next we'll have a look in midfield, and maybe we'll finally find a striker to either partner up with Callum Wilson or maybe have as a replacement, because we all know that Chris Wood is not going to be the man to lead us forward. Now, maybe he might be a backup option, but, it's not. He hasn't delivered the goals, and I don't think he's going to deliver them in the near future anyway. So it looks like there is some promising news coming out of Newcastle United. I'm really happy with the way how we are looking at lots of different transfer targets right now. If you look at our transfer Tuesdays, on a Tuesday, you have a look at some of the players that we are being linked with. They all seem to be around the same positions. If we're linked with a a striker, we're always linked with maybe 2 or 3 strikers at the same time as well. So it kind of looks like, you know, we have this backup plan now. If we don't get one, we always have someone in the background, or this could be the second choice or third choice. And I think that's how a lot of these deals are now working. You can see from the rumors and the link ups that, you know, Newcastle are being linked with now, you can see where, you know, there's different players where we can now fill in all these different positions in the Newcastle United team. And it looks like we're not being held to these high transfer fees. You know, Man United sometimes call it the Man United tax, where they go in for a player and then they end up having this additional money that's added onto it. So it looks like Newcastle are not being, you know, charged with that so far. And if we are, we're kind of just looking the other way. We're not continuing with those deals. So promising for the start of the transfer window. You know, it's still very early. You know, the window has only been open for a couple of weeks now, and it looks as if, you know, in the preseason, when all of the players return on July 1st, it looks like we're going to have a few new additions to the team. And I hope that we can start that training and really building them and incorporating them all into the team before the start of the season. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who we are going to be linked with next and moving and progressing the team forward. Now, that's it for today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more Newcastle United news, and I'll see you all in the next one.